So for few days from today, we will be doing the unit testing of React application. So many times you join the company and they ask you to do the unit testing of the React application, and that is what we will do now. Okay, so I will show you the method which I use for the unit testing, but you can use anything if you know already. Okay, so in all companies, they require you to do the unit testing of the React application. So we'll see one example of how to do the unit testing. So to do the unit testing, I will create two React applications, two React applications, and we will do unit testing in both applications. The functionality of the both applications will be same. Only difference will be first application will be without Redux, and second application will be same application but with Redux. And then we will write the unit test cases for both the applications. Okay, so that is the task for this one. Somehow my npm got broken and I cannot install using the npm. So I will be using yarn for today. So let's create a new folder. I will name that folder as React testing. Okay, I will save all projects in this folder. Okay, give me just to create this folder and then we'll continue. Give me 1 minute, I'll be back. Okay, so let's for few days we will be working on unit testing till we complete this unit testing, and then we'll go to the Node.js pending part and we'll do that. So let me go to this folder and I will create two applications in the React. And as I told you, my npm is broken, so I need to use the yarn. Okay, let me see what is the command for yarn. 1 second, okay, 1 second. I'll save somewhere. 1 second, let me find out the yarn command. Okay, but let me find my okay, let me create this. It's I think yarn create React app, and I will name the file name. So I will say testing 1 without Redux. Okay, so let's do that. Somehow my npm is broken. I tried to uninstall and install the node, but then also something is wrong. I upgraded the node package, and because of that, things got messed up. Okay, so you also create one application like React testing 1 without Redux. And another one I'll create testing testing 2 with Redux. Another one, I'll create that. Okay, it's created. Let's see if it is working, and then I will create another one. Sorry, npm start. Okay, my app is already running on some port. Let me see what port it's running. Okay, then say no. I'll start again. Okay, let's check this one. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is working fine. So let's create now another project. I'll just create another project now, but then we'll work on that one. So I'll create another one. Yarn create React app testing 2 with Redux. Okay, first one is without Redux, and second one is with Redux. Okay, second one is with Redux. You can also create both the project folders, and it will be good for you if you do along with me. Okay, so it's done. You can also check both the folders if both are working or not. And let me run this too also. Sorry, sorry, I was speaking in mute. So what I'll do, I will I will go to the testing one and I will install a few modules. Since my npm is broken, so I will install with the yarn. Okay, so let's add a couple of modules. One is React Router DOM, and React Router DOM I have showed you is version 5.3.0, and I will take another session for the sixth one. So there is a new React Router DOM came in the market. That is the React Router DOM 6 version, which I will take in few days. The changes in that one. Okay, so first module I will add that, and you can also add that one. Another one which I want to add is UUID, and for this I want version of 8.3.2. Okay, so maybe new version is there, but whatever code I will write is for that version. So that's why I'm putting a specific version which I'm using it, and you can also use same thing. Next is I will install the Axios, and for that also I'll put 0.21.1 version. So make sure you put same one, because there may be few changes in the new version which I have not looked at it, but it may be mostly same. Okay, so this is something I will be putting at it. Okay, let's see what more. Okay, right now I'll put this one, and if I need more, I will add more later. Okay, let's add these three. Okay, let me give you this whole string in the yeah, they make use of routes instead of switch. So this is a sixth version change, which I will take separately. Okay, let me give you in the Telegram group also, if you want to copy that one. Okay, so I install it. Let's see in package. I have Access installed. I have React Router DOM installed. I have UID installed. Okay, so these three are done. Okay, now let's go and write our application. So the application will be simple to-do application. I created a simple application, but because we need to mainly test the unit testing of the React, so I wanted to make a simple application which you can test it. So before I go and okay, let's install the Material Uil also for the display purpose. Okay, so let's go to Material Uil. Here is it. Okay, so let's go to install Material Uil also. Okay, let's install npm. See, I will use yarn one. Let's do the yarn one. Okay. Okay, I'll give you this part also in the Telegram chat group if you want to copy my. Okay, and then I will install the icons. So it is yarn add icons material. I will give you in the chat also, and I'll put it here also. Okay, and the last step is putting this font in the HTML page. So I'll go to the public index.html, and after the title tag, I'll put this link. Okay, so this is for React 1 without library. I will do that same thing in the 2 also. So in the 2 also, I will put the same thing, the link. And I will install all these three things in the 2 also. In 2, though I need to install Redux also, which I will do later. But at least I'll put whatever I put this, I'll put for 2 also. Let's open it in the, yeah. So once this is done, I will do it in 2. You can also follow the same steps and do this installation. Okay, when it's done, let's install all the packages here also in the two. Okay, and the last is icons. So install all the three lines of the code in the 1 and 2 both. Okay, so let's go to the folder again, test one, and I will check my node version. So remember that when we are doing the unit testing, it should be greater than 16. So it should be 16 and above. So please check your node version and tell me what is it version is there, because if it is less than 16, it may not work. Okay. Okay, just put it whenever you are ready with that version. But let's try now. I'll start the npm start and see. Okay, let's try here. Okay. So now what I will do, I will, I will, I will first, I will first run the npm run test to see if tests are working fine. Because one file we got for the test is a default app.test.js, and we will see whether it's okay. So when I run the npm run test, you will see one passed, and in the app.js, this is the code. And if you see the test, they are searching for the learn React, and in the app.js, we have the learn React here, and that's why it is passing. So you should also run the npm run test in the testing one and see if it is passing or not. And let me know if it is passed or failed. Okay, tell me if it is passing or no. Okay, so for Kate it is passed. Okay, so we'll delete this page, but before deleting, I will create another test case and I'll copy the code from here. So let it be there for some time and I'll delete it when I need it. I'll come out of this test one right now because first we'll build the website and we'll write starting the test cases. Though some people prefer to write the unit test cases first before writing the code of the website application. But if I write the test cases, then you'll not see the, we don't have the, what you call that, idea of what we are building and what we are trying to test it. Okay, so first what I'll do, I'll delete the logo. I don't need the logo. I don't need the app.css file. Index.css also, I don't need any code. I will empty it. And in the app.js, I'll delete both the lines. I'll put import React from React. And I will delete this one. I'll delete everything for now. And I will create one route file, new file. I will name it as router.jsx RFCE. So I will call this router file in app.js. Okay, so just create one router file and call it in the app.js. And here instead of div, I will just call the router. So this will be the router. My whole router code will live here, and app will only call the router, nothing else. So right now, if I go to the website, it will be saying only the router. Okay, so that is the first part. Let's do it, and we'll go further. I'll give you 1 minute to do that. Okay, so let's go and so before we go and put anything in the router for different paths, so we will try to see what things I will be building. So let's create a folder structure which I will be building. So first folder I will create the components where all my components will lie. And in the components I'll create first folder as to do page. So it's a or to do page. Let's make to do page. So first page which I will build is the to do page. And all my to do logic will lie in the to do page. Let's put a new folder. So to-do page has the listing of all the to-do task. So for listing, I will create another folder called as to-do listing. And to-do will also have the input box. So I will create one input component, to-do input component. So these three pages will tie to the to-do task which we will be building. So to-do page will display input box and the listing. That's why we created this structure like this. Next, I will create another one which is called the followers, or I will rename it maybe followers page, like to-do page, followers page. Followers will be how many people are following me. So some kind of follower page, though we will put some dummy followers, but we need the page for that. So this application will have two tasks. One task is the to-do, another one is followers. And followers will also have the list of followers. So I will create a new folder for followers list. Okay, so these are the all folders which I will be creating for my application. Now I will create a one JSX file inside it. So I'll say to do page.jsx. For the listing, I'll say to do listing.jsx. For to do input, I'll say to do input.jsx. For followers page, I will say followers page.jsx. For followers list, I will say followers list.jsx. In each one, I will put some dummy structure like this, like this. Okay, you know, this is our dummy structure. Okay, so all the pages are now dummy structure. Before I go further, just create all these folders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 folders, and create one file inside it. So I'll give you 2 minutes to do that. Okay, so hope you have completed creating all these pages. Now we'll go and create the routing part for it. Okay, so first I need to import switch, route, browser, route, browser router, redirect from React router DOM. Okay. Next thing we need to import. So first I will import to do page from components to do page and to do.jsx file. Same thing, we have to import followers page from components, followers page and followers page.jsx. These are the three things we need to import. I will put it in the chat if you want to copy paste. Okay, so next is we need to write the code here. So first everything should be wrapped under the browser router. After browser router, let's say if I start with the div class name router, since this is a router page, okay, so everything will be inside this div, so I know that this is the router page. Then I start with the switch one, and the switch has the first route with path equal to slash. When someone go to slash path, we have to call the component to do page. Component equal to do page. And exact means we have to check exact path should match. So this is the first route. Let's create the second route will be followers. If I go to followers, I will call the followers page. And then I will put a redirect one. If someone tries to go to any URL which does not exist, I will go to slash, redirect to slash. Okay. So if someone goes to any other page, I will redirect to slash, that is this one. Let's try test this condition and if we see if we are going to another page or not. So to test this routing part, let's go and see one of the material Uil just for our, this is the app bar which I will put in the top. Maybe I will, let me put something. Okay, let's put this app bar. What is the app bar is in? Okay, I don't want to put now. For let's see what we want to put. Let's see, container box. Yeah, let's put this container. So I will call this is baseline, this and container. Okay, let's call this one. Just put some wrapper. So here I'll put it CSS baseline, and the box should be where we will be putting our code. So I'm putting this outside the switch statement. I'm putting the container and the box. Let's check this condition and then we'll see how it looks. So if I go to main, I'm getting to do page and blue background is coming. Instead of blue background, let's put the border 1 pixel solid blue. I get the border. I don't want the height. Okay, let's put the minimum height of 600 pixel. Okay, let's make this as LG large. Okay, let's put the margin top of 50 pixel. Okay, so now this looks better, which I wanted. I will give you this page from the browser router, still browser router in the chat. Let's put the top navigation like this one. I'm just giving some part kind of thing. Okay, right now I'll not put any navigation, but we will put it in the end. So if I'm in the to-do page, I want to go to followers page. So to go to the followers page, let's add the link. And this router I'm giving you in the chat. So let me give you in the chat. This is the import statement if you want to copy. And this is the return statements. Okay, so you can get from the Telegram chat. Now here I will import link from React router DOM, and I will say here I will create one link, and link will go to followers page. Okay, it will go to followers page. Same thing I will do it in the followers page. I will import this link, and then I will put this part inside here. Here I'll say followers page. And this will go back to the to-do page. So followers page, when I click the to-do page, when I click the back, it will go to the to-do page, that is the slash page. And when I'm on the to-do page, I go to the followers page. I'm putting this so that I can test the routing part, if the routing part is working fine or not. Okay, let's refresh it. Click followers. So somehow though the followers page is there, but it is not working as expected. Let's restart this one and see. Okay, let's check it now if it is working. Yeah, somehow it's not working. This one routing is not working. I'm clicking followers, so it's going here, but it's not refreshing this part. Let's see, double check what is the problem. So let's see if I put only switch statement. Yeah, sometimes this happens. Okay, this is also not working. Okay, let's put this browser router in the app. Let's try here. Okay, and otherwise I will try it on the index page. Okay. Okay, let's check it. Yeah, it's not working as expected. So, okay. So I'm calling browser router. It's called the router, and in the router, I'm putting there. Okay, where is the switch statement? It's gone. Let's put the switch statement and see. Yeah, now also it's not working. If when I refresh, it's working. Okay, let me do few more changes and we'll see. Let's remove this strict mode and then let's check after that one. Yeah, somehow the strict mode is not working properly. So let's revert back to everything what was. I think this strict mode has some issues with the React and those people are not taking care of it properly. Okay, I reverted everything. Okay, now it's working fine. Okay, so just remember, just remove the strict react.strict from the index, and in the router I gave you the whole thing in the React Telegram group, and in the app we just call the router. Let me know when this router is done and working, we'll go further. Are you able to go properly? Okay, so we will start one test case now, and then we'll continue tomorrow. So let's make one change in the page, and then we'll try to write unit testing for that. It is not 100% done. We will do follow tomorrow. So if you see, if I'm going to the followers page, I have this header followers page, and if I go to to do page, here also I have the same header to do page. So let's create one new folder called as a header, where instead of calling here to do, we will call that component, and we will pass the props. So if I'm in the to do page, I will pass to do as a props, and if I'm on the followers page, I will pass the followers page as a props, and this h1 tag will be displayed from the header component. So let's write down the one header folder, and inside header I will create a new file called as header.jsx, and here I will create RFCE, and here I will put h1 tag, and inside h1 tag I want something. So for to do page I want to do to be displayed, and for the follower page I want follower to be displayed, and I don't want to call two times this h1 tag. So we will create a common component called as header. So let's put h1 tag and put pass the props as the title. So for the to-do page, I will pass the title as to-do page, and the followers page, I will pass the title as followers page. So the title will come from the to-do page and followers page, and whatever title I pass, I will put it here as a title. Okay, so I put title and I put it here. Now I will call this header component. So just create one header component, then we'll call there. I'll give you in the Telegram chat if you don't want to type. So just create a header component where we pass the props title and we display the title here. So for the header follower page, I will call the header component and pass the title as a followers page. But for the to do page, I will call the header component and I will pass title as a to do. So though component is one, it is reusable component, and we can use it in the to do component and followers page component. Okay, so let's in the to do, I will call the header component import header from header, and inside header I call the header component. Same thing I will copy it here and put it in the Telegram if you want to copy it. And instead of calling to do page, I will call the header and I will pass the title equal to do page. Okay, so this is something previously to do page was coming directly here. Now I'm calling the header component and I'm passing the title as to do page. Okay. And same thing I'll do in the followers page. I will call the header component and I'll pass the followers page here. Okay, so now if you see the page here, it is saying to do page, and in the followers it is going followers page, and it is coming inside the headers one. Okay, so if you want to really see if it is coming from the header or not, I will put the class name of header so that we know it's coming from the header. So it's saying class of header, and if I do back, then also it's in class of the header. That means we're in the header component, and to do page is coming from the header component. So just make the simple header component. Let me know once you're done, and we will just write down the one simple test case today for this header component, and rest we will do tomorrow. I'll give you 1 minute to finish. Okay, let's write down the simple test case for this header kind of thing. And before writing the test case, I'll run again the test case, and I'll say npm run test. If you see, previously it was passed, but since we changed the app.js, it will fail. So it's saying one failed. Why it's saying one failed? Because it's trying to search for the learn React, and we did not get in the app.js. We deleted the content of the app.js, and that's why it is failing. Okay, so now we need to write down the test case for the header. We will delete this app.txt file because we don't need that one. So I will create a new folder in the header, and the name of folder will be, you have to name it as I am showing you. Don't change the name. I will say underscore underscore test underscore underscore. So that folder is created underscore underscore test underscore underscore. So you have to keep the name same, otherwise it will not catch that. And inside that folder, I will create a new file called as header.test.js. Okay, so what we created? We created header.test.js. Now, two test cases are failing. In the one, we saw that learn React is searching the learn React, and in second one is the header.test.js. Since I haven't written anything in the header.test.js, so it is failing. So just create this header.test.js and delete this, and I'll take this content of this. Okay, let me keep this one right now. We will do something for this one in a minute. So just create one file, header.test.js, and inside the test folder. Okay, so this header.txt file, if you have not created, just create it, and then we'll write some code for this header.txt file. So first thing is, if you see this app.txt, we need this first line of the code, that is import render screen testing library React. So just add this in the header file. So this part, testing library, should be there in every test file which we are working on. Okay, I will give you in the chat also. Okay, second thing, what it needs the file which we want to test it. So which file we are trying to test it? Header files. So I will put the header file. So here I will name it as header, and header lies in one level above. So I will say /header. Okay, so I'm calling the header file here, which I want to test it. Here in the app.test, they are testing app component, so they are calling app component here. But in the header, we are testing header component, so we are putting header here. Then we need to start writing the test case. So first thing is we need to put a structure, skeleton of the test case. And for that, we have to start with the describe block. So how to start the describe block? I'll say describe. And here I will put some name. What name I want for this testing block. So I will just put header. That means I'm testing the header. And here I will write down the arrow function where all my test cases will lie. So I'll start with the describe block, and then I will put all test cases inside the describe block. Okay, so now what I will do, I will write down one test case inside here. All the test cases should start with the word test. You will see it is word test. So same thing here I'll do test, and same thing I will put some name to the test. Maybe I can say should render header properly. Okay, anything you put should render header properly. And the second parameter which I have to pass is the function, arrow function, which I will be putting my code here. So this line is only I'm writing it now. This is the sample structure which you have to build in the header, and then we'll start writing some test cases here. Let's see what happened to the test case now. So it's still saying one failed. This is something one failed of the app.test.js because in the app.test.js we are calling learn react, which is not available right now. So right now I'll delete this app.test.js file because we don't need it right now. So I deleted it. Now let's see, run the test case. So when I run the test case, it's saying one passed. Okay, so it's saying one passed because I haven't written anything here, but at least there is a one test case which does nothing, but it is passed. So it is saying one passed. So just write down this header.test.js and I will show you some more things. Okay, so if you're not written, just I put it in the React Telegram group also. You can copy code from there. Okay, now what I will do, I will try to see what percentage of code is covered. Okay, so if I open this package.json file here, let's write down the coverage. So if in the npm test, if I say minus minus coverage, let's see if this is working. Otherwise I need to see what should we pass. Yeah, let's try to put the coverage. Now if I run the test case, so now you will see once I put the coverage, you see I'm getting one test passed because I have only one test in my application, and it will go through all the files and it will show what percentage of test case is covered. So if it goes to app.js, nothing is covered, router, nothing is covered, index, nothing is covered, followers list, nothing is there. So all the pages are, we don't have any coverage here. You see 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, everything is 0. So based on when you try to write the unit test case, you expect that everything should go to 100%. Though sometimes 100% is not easily reachable because of complex code or some other reasons, but you try to achieve as much as you can, maybe 80, 90% or 100%. Okay, so that's what I want to show you, that we need to put in the package.json, this test file, to see the coverage. Okay, so now we saw the coverage is one pass, but we don't have any percentage. And as soon as we go and write more test cases, you will see the coverage will be increasing day by day. Okay, so I don't want to go inside this test case today. So tomorrow we will work on the test case, inside this test case, how to write the test case for header, because it's too long today. And we will write down the header test case and try to make it 100%. Right now, if you see header, it is 0%. So after we are done by tomorrow, we should try to reach by 100% if possible. Otherwise, try to get as much percentage as possible. Any questions on this one? That's all for today.